As you may know, the U.S. is in the process of developing the next generation of F-35 jets. They're called the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter, and so far it's been nothing but trouble. Technical issues, deadlines being missed, and of course, cost overruns. Yesterday, while chairing a Senate Armed Services Committee hearing on the F-35, John McCain slammed the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter's troubled history, saying it has been both a scandal and a tragedy with respect to cost and schedule and, of course, performance. The program's price tag is nearly $400 billion for 2,457 planes, almost twice the initial estimate. Ladies and gentlemen, the Joint Strike Fighter program is the largest and most expensive acquisition program in the history of the Department of Defense. And at this point, in this stage in the game, we're kind of questioning whether it's all worth it and whether it should even be happening. Joe, I think this is crazy. He called the cost overruns disgraceful. I mean, he really slammed the whole F-35 project. I mean, it's unbelievable how much money is being spent. I mean, $400 billion, that's almost $500 billion. And now, that's not how much it was supposed to be in the beginning. That was just where we're at now. So who knows what it's going to be in the end. And
let's not forget that they've also estimated that the final F-35, it won't even be delivered until 2040. And when you think about how much things will change by then, yeah, it's just spiraling costs and scheduling delays and one problem after another, and $500 billion. Wow.
A lot of money. And for, a few thousand planes too at that. One other interesting thing that he said was, we can't forget our adversaries like Russia, like China, for example, who are also investing in very modern technology. And I mean, you touched on it too. By 2040, who's to say that this stuff isn't obsolete? This is an archaic technology in our jets.
Absolutely. I mean, some of the things that they're trying to do with these jets are to allow pilots to share information with each other, to go into enemy territory under the radar so that people can't see them going in. But we're seeing warfare moving further and further away from what can almost be described as historic methods because of artificial intelligence and drones that don't require even a pilot to go in and risk his life. So the fact that we're at this point with the advances of technology, investing this kind of money into these planes, and with the delays and the software freezing problems and all sorts of problems, it is an absolute scandal in my opinion.
Right. It's a pain in the behind, not only for the DoD, but of course the taxpayers too who are paying for this. We have a picture of the cockpit, which I think is really, really, really awesome. And it looks very futuristic here. I mean, you have a lot of panels, a lot of flat screens, so I think it's cool. But yeah, by 2040, who knows what, a modern jet is going to look like. One last point here that I thought was very interesting about this, and what John McCain said about our adversaries, China and Russia, specifically China. This is what it reminded me of. Not long ago, I did a story about how the Chinese just unveiled this jet. And basically, the U.S. was accusing them of having stolen the ideas from our F-35, saying, no, you guys somehow got our plans and you basically ripped us off completely. So what we're doing is investing billions of dollars making this technology just for the Chinese to rip it off, and then who knows, they're going to sell it to other people for a much cheaper price. I mean, we see it with other things, right, with like designer clothing and stuff on a smaller scale. But I mean, the same thing could possibly be happening, that we're spending this much money on technology that can just be ripped off by other countries like China, for example. So
if they even want it then, given the advances in technology by 2040.
Exactly. And so, members of the DoD, those who are, in Lockheed Martin, which is working on the project with the DoD, I mean, they're quick to defend it, saying that they have admitted that there are some issues with the radar, with the actual software. It does freeze from time to time. But others, like John McCain, are saying this is a waste of money and it's a disgrace to this country. What do you guys think?